Okay. Oh, let's start off with Aries. I'll just go in the zodiac order. Now we have a new moon coming on July 5th. New moon in Cancer. So let's go through and see what each sign can expect. Hi, Lachey. With this energy, this new moon energy. And if you would like a personal reading, you can send a donation and we'll stop what we're doing here to do your reading. I'm just gonna pull general cards for each of the zodiac cards, okay? Or zodiac signs. How you doing, Lachey? So this first one's gonna be for Aries. The energy surrounding the new moon. We have a Cancer new moon. Okay, Aries. This moon is the green light. It's confirmation that whatever you've been setting into motion is worthy of your time, effort, attention, and energy. This character here is he's like an understudy. He's learning his craft, okay? So for a lot of Aries, maybe you've gotten a mentor, maybe you are going back to school for something, maybe you are considering learning a trade, or maybe you're just hard at work on your own dreams, goals, and aspirations. Whatever the case is, this new moon is reminding you to continue dedicating yourself to your craft, to your dreams, to your goals. Hanging in there. Same. I'm really looking forward to the energy of July. While it is a little crazy, a little cuckoo in terms of the astrology, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for these shifts. I feel like there's been a lot of in-between motion that I'm not a fan of. I don't like the in-between. I want to just do it already. I want to move forward. So next, so this was for Aries, okay? What's up, Malika? Next, we're moving to Taurus. If you would like a personal reading, go ahead and send a donation to the Cash App that I linked. Otherwise, just wait for your sign, okay? So this is for Tauruses. What can Taurus expect with the Cancer new moon? What energy is around Taurus? All right. So let me make sure there's not another card that wants to come out. Oh, goodness gracious. Some people's children are outrageous. Okay, so the first card that came out for Taurus, of course, is this Seven of Cups energy. It's this idea that anything is possible. Anything is possible right now. And Taurus has been dreaming up a lot of what ifs, like what happens if I go here? What happens if I go here? Maybe I want to stay. Maybe I want to go. Maybe I want to go back to school. Maybe I don't. So this is showing the Taurian energy of not quite being sure which choice to make. There's a lot of options here, some of them not as good as others. So the energy with this new moon is really asking Tauruses to get clear about what we want and to stick with it. It can be really easy for Taurus to just want to not commit, because we know once we commit, then we're in it. So we're slow to commit to decisions, but that makes manifestation difficult, right? If we're constantly moving the mark and changing what our goals are. And it's like, no wonder we haven't seen very much progress on it, because we keep changing. Okay. Ooh, and Lachey, you're right. So the thing about this second Capricorn full moon is we are returning to our natural lunar cycle. Okay, we're in a lunar reversal right now, and this happened back in March of 2023. And I don't know about you, but that's exactly around the time when my life started doing weird stuff. So now that we are going to have that second full moon in Capricorn on July 21st, it's like setting everything straight. It's setting the energy straight, at least until 2025 when we have another lunar reversal. But our intuition is coming back, our trust in ourselves is coming back, the natural flow of life is is coming back. So I'm really looking forward to that. But Taurus, your main message here is that you got to choose, you got to decide something, and write it out. Write it out. This is also, if you've been feeling confused, the confusion is going to lift. You are going to receive very clear signs about what you need to be doing, and your job is to listen. To listen to whatever the messages are that you receive at this time. Yes. Yes, Saturn retrograding in the sign of Pisces. And I feel like that's kind of what this energy here is as well, right? Like going back to the drawing board, re-dreaming things up, picking up old dreams that we may have left behind, recommitting ourselves to things that align with our current energy, but also dropping other things that we know are not in alignment at all. So I'm glad you bring the retrograde up because it's important. We always want to pay attention to what Saturn is doing. Saturn is like Sky Daddy, especially in our society here on the Western side of things. Saturn gets a lot of control over here on the West. So when you're reading your chart, it is important to look at Saturn and Saturn's influence always. Okay, next is Gemini. What does Gemini need to know, do, or understand with this new moon energy? Okay, Gemini. Some Geminis are dipping back into the old pot that they know they don't need to be anywhere near, okay? If someone has wronged you or a certain situation has left a lot of lack, don't do it again. It's not time to do it again, okay? The answer is not in the past for Gemini, okay? In fact, the more that you stay present, the more privy you will be to understanding who's really for you, who's really for you, who's really with you, and who is against you, okay? There's also a message here about like, you don't always have to be right because, you can really ostracize a lot of people by insisting on being right. The underlying message, though, this is the number 5. It's about change. There is going to be a change for Gemini in your immediate circle, and it's probably because of a conversation that you've had in your delivery, right? Gemini is kind of blunt, and they just stick with the truth, which is great. We love the truth. However, some truths do not need to be spoken unnecessarily. You can hurt some people's feelings. We're still in Cancer season. And although Cancer season doesn't get Geminis too much in their feelings, everybody else is in their feelings, Gemini. So it's not a good time to just burn bridges for no reason, just for the sake of being right, you know? Okay, next is Cancer and then Leo. I see you down there. What's Cancer need to know? Cancer, you are being challenged to return to your fullest expression, right? The fullest expression of Cancer is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is cool, calm, collected, in control, right? Although there's these choppy waters all around him, he's on his concrete block and he's cool, okay? He's stable. He knows how to control himself. Ooh, thanks, boo. I got your donation. We'll do yours next. Let me know if you had a specific question. But it's Cancer during Cancer season, you're literally in your element. You're in your season. It is your time to shine, your time to put your your emotional intelligence, your emotional control, all of that on display, okay? So while everybody else is doing this whole up and down thing around you, it's really important that you stabilize and ground your energy, okay? Because everybody else is losing it. You have you have the upper hand here, Cancer. Show people how it is done. Show us how to navigate these choppy waters, because all eyes are on you, especially Saturn. And we just talked about Saturn, um, and the importance of making Saturn happy in your chart. So, Lachey, did you have a specific question, or are you just wanting to see what's going on? I don't want to minimize the screen um, on here, but thank you for the donation. If you would like a personal reading, go ahead and send 1111 to the cash tag in the title. We're moving now to the donation. I was like, the donated what? And ooh, maybe general, okay. And I'll pull an ancestor card and then we'll move on to Leo. So that's how you skip the line, folks, is sending a donation. But we will pick back up in just a minute. What is Lachey need to know, do, or understand at this time? The energy of the full moon or the new moon. The Cancer season message for Lachey. Okie doke. Whatever pebble you have thrown into the river, whatever knowledge, wisdom, insight, intuitive messages that you've been taking action on is causing major changes in your life. And I know the imagery on this tower card makes us all a little panicky, but this is big, momentous change. And for so many of us, this is exactly what we need in our lives. We need like a major overhaul. We need to move homes. We need to move jobs. We need to get out of Dodge. We need to, scrap the way we've been living and enter into something new. Okay. So if there's any parts of you that's been wanting an overhaul or needing an overhaul in your life, this is really good news. Whatever changes that you have initiated are in the works. They're breathing new life, new energy, new connection. Yes, because once this happens, it's all just about rebuilding and rebuilding it in a way that resonates with who you are. There's something here about Virgo season being really important and impactful in every area. Yes, same girl. So everything is, I just got so many chills. I don't know if you could see that. Everything, chills on my face too. That's weird. Everything is in motion. Okay. These changes are here. They're here. And it sounds like you were really open to it. So it might be a quieter time for you. It might be a time, right now at least, where you're still in contemplation mode, still in receptive mode. Maybe you're, pulled back a little bit. That's what the hermit typically represents, and the high priestess as well. It's like you're not really in the mix right now, but that is going to change soon and quickly. And I would say by this fall, by the end of Virgo season, your life is going to look so much different than it does right now, which again is a blessing. Yep, we have some sort of move, shift, change here. Again, this is the lower vibration of it. Like, this is obviously the biggest change you can impact. But yeah, this is a reminder for you. Use this new moon that we have coming up. Ooh, we also have strength. So Leo and Virgo season, big times for you. The 10 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. and the Empress card. Okay, so that is what's awaiting you on the other side of these other like slower, a little more ominous cards. Like, okay, here's the change, here's what you've been waiting for, here's what you've been asking for. It could come suddenly, it might not come in a way that makes you feel as bright and happy, but that's what it's leading to. Okay, so remember that whenever this Tower moment hits and you're like, what the actual fuck, be like, oh yeah, this is the prerequisite to all these other beautiful things that I'm calling into my life. So girl, you've been asking for a change. That change is being ushered in. Let's see, what's the ancestor card? Okay, we got 3 of them. The first one is, again, the High Priestess. You have 2 High Priestess. And this is about you tapping into your own spiritual energy, cultivating your own spiritual practice, remaining open to the messages that you receive from your spirit team, from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, what have you. So you got 2 of them, 2 of those. But we also have the Oracle, which is very similar to the High Priestess. And it says, wait for important information. And that's this one here, right? We still don't have all the pieces yet. It's not quite here yet. It's not quite go time. So it's going to be undeniable when it's time to literally move, when it's time to go forward. And the last one we got is a great teacher. It says, learn from spiritual experiences. Okay, so I feel like that is these 2 cards, learning from your experiences, right? Making sure that you are actively involved. So although you might be in hermit mode and high priestess mode, not necessarily in the mix, still actively engage with yourself, with your life, with your inner world, with your spirituality. Okay, this is not a time just to check out completely and be like, wake me up when it's time to go. It's a time to cultivate your inner world, your inner landscape, and to make sure that your subconscious is in a receptive enough state to really take hold of whatever these changes are, right? Because sometimes when things change externally, it doesn't change us internally. And that is because our subconscious mind isn't on board. We're not doing enough work with our programming. So you want to make sure that you're doing that spiritual work, that you're doing that shadow work, inner child work, whatever you want to call it. Do those things so that when these changes come, so that when these changes come, they take root, okay? They take root as your new programming, okay? Let's pull the animal card real quick. See if there's anything here from the animals. Let's see. So Cancer season is for the ancestors. I don't know if you have an ancestry practice, if you connect to your grandmothers or any loved ones who might have recently passed. Make sure that for the rest of Cancer season, you are intentionally saying their names, remembering them, looking at their pictures, asking them for assistance. Yeah. So this is the wasp, and it says, sometimes life stings. I want to read the message that comes with that. Hello. So it says, are you holding on to anger, jealousy, or resentment because you got stung? Or could you have just stung yourself by comparing your life to others? There will always be someone else who is more successful, happier, thinner, richer, etc. Jealousy is the false belief that you can't have what you want or that someone could take away something that was supposed to be yours. Let it go and release all of those feelings that are making the sting hurt long after the stinger has been removed. Whew. Wasp spirit has woken you up And now you are called to trust that disappointment can lead you to a different and better path. Align with spirit now and trust that this too shall pass and is already doing so. For the pain subsides when you stop telling the story of how much it hurt. Oh my God. Oh, oh my God. That was really good. Hopefully it resonates with you because I was like, hello, is this my reading? Yeah. So all that hurt, pain, resentment, anger, jealousy from whatever the situation, whatever the person is actually a blessing in disguise because it's leading you to this new path. And this new path is going to be so beautiful. So beautiful. So, whew, I like that. I needed that. Let me know if it resonates and I'll pull another one if it doesn't. Because that could have been for me, girl. That could have been for me too. Sheesh. Radical acceptance, man. That's what I've been working on. Do you want to pull another one, Lachey? Let's do one more. It resonates. Whew. I'm going to do one more anyway. What else does Lachey need to know, do, or understand? Ooh. Nightingale spirit. That's the second one. And it says, love is all around. Love is all around. Let's read that one too. In the darkness of night, the nightingale spirit sings her song of love and hope, a harbinger of dawn to remind you that the sun will rise again soon. You are so loved, and the illumination song of the nightingale spirit calls you to a new level of self-awareness and connection with the light. Yes, there is shadow and darkness, but love and prosperity exist everywhere, even in the seeming emptiness of space, darkness, and the starless night. Hearken to this message, letting the music of the nightingale's song remind you that love is all around. Ooh, you've been seeing dragonflies? I'm gonna look that up for you too. Feel it and trust in tomorrow's light, renewing your ability to recognize that the spaces that appear empty are filled with love and abundance. Illumination will happen soon. The darker the skies, the more it seems the dawn will never appear. But Nightingale Spirit is here to remind you that the sun will shine again. You will soon feel the love and notice the abundance that it surrounds you. Sing now, put on some music, or simply sing in the empty space, for finding the light within and giving it voice will give rise to hope and help you begin to hear the call of another who, like you, was beginning to fear that the light would never come. Bring the light into the darkness with love from within. Give it voice and know that daybreak will be here soon. That just made me very emotional. That's a great message. I love that. I hope it brings you some comfort too. This is not for no reason. It all has a place and a purpose. And that's probably easier said than believed, but you gotta practice that radical radical belief, right? Dare to believe that there's something more. Okay, let's look for dragonflies here. Yeah. Okay, so this is the dragonfly message in the animal spirit book or animal guide book. It says, be on the lookout for any falsehood, deceit, or illusions that could be clouding a current situation or relationship. It says you're being entirely too rational about everything and really need to tap into your deeper emotions, whatever they may be. So Tauruses, we have this thing about us where We want to make sure our dreams are practical, but like, how is it a dream if it's practical? That's not a dream. So when I read that, it's almost like it's asking you to dream a little bit bigger, to have bigger plans or expectations, or to infuse a little bit more magic into it, or to get your emotions on board when you are visualizing, doing your visualizations. Like, throw a little extra pizzazz in there, get your emotions involved, which I know is hard for fixed earth signs to do because we don't want to be disappointed, right? But Cancer season is a perfect season to tap into your emotions and then to manifest from that place. It says this is a time when the magic and mystery of life is reawakening for you. It is important now to recharge your psychic energy, which you can do regularly by meditating. And then it says, more than just a simple change, you're going through a major transformation. So enjoy the process. Whew, you're a generator. I always wanted to be a generator. I'm a projector. So here I am. Projectors, I like generators, right? And manifesting generators, because it's like you can you supply the energy to any, situation. For me, as a projector, I have to work with other people's energy, or I get to work with other people's energy, which for kind of a loner like me, I'm learning how to not be a loner. It presents as a challenge, but we all get what we get for a reason. So, yeah. But I hope that helps you in some way, renews your hope a little bit, reminds you that you're doing great, you're on the right path. If you've been feeling invisible, that's all changing. Your circumstances are improving every single day. In every way, you're getting better and better. Yeah. I'm definitely grateful for that reading. Thanks for sending the donation and sharing your energy, because I felt it. I felt it. Listen to my gut and emotions. Yes. I'm what is it called? An emotional projector. So I have to not make decisions in the heat of the moment. So I always need time. Like, can't tell you right now. I'm gonna need a minute. And then I'll get back to you. So I'm glad that you know these things and you have them at your disposal. Now is a great time to lean into all of that, right? Lean into that hermit energy, because the hermit is highly spiritual too, and the high priestess. So to lean into the modalities that help you to your spirituality, to your connection, like, yes, you need all of it right now. Yeah. Okie doke. Let's see if I could finish the zodiac before my baby wakes up. Next is Leo. I think my Leo person left, but what does Leo need to know? Okay, Leo, you gotta learn how to make lemonade out of the lemons that you've been receiving, okay? Your season is almost here. Usually the season before your season is a little slow. It's like your natural winter, because when is your season? And Leo, you come after Cancer. That's when the light is shining on you. That's when the sun is shining on you. The more I learn, yes, right? The more you learn, you're like, wow, That makes sense. So, for my Leos out there, the light is not quite on you yet. So it's time for you to take what you have, make something useful out of it, and also to practice your patience, to balance yourself, balance your head and your heart, balance anything that's a little bit out of whack, so that when the sun shines on your constellation, you can just enjoy and have a good time. So hang in there. Also, there's something here about Sagittarius season being very impactful for you. It's a fellow fire sign just a little later in the year. Okay. I always forget who comes after if it's Libra or Virgo first. I think it's Virgo. No, is it Libra first? I'm just going to do Libra. Libra and then Virgo. I don't know if it's right, but that's how I'm doing it. What does Libra need to know, do, or understand at this time? Libra, you got two. It's probably Virgo, yeah. So Libra, well, we're doing Virgo next, don't worry. Libra, you're moving. You're moving. Wherever you're at right now is not where you're going to be much longer, okay? So my Libras out there, use this new moon to set your intentions around what you would like this transformation to look like. How can you find ways to flow with it instead of resisting? Because the tower is nothing you can resist. You got to lean into it. So get your mind together, your plans together, your imagination together. Libra, what do you want it to look like? Where do you want to go next? How can you make sure that you are not resisting the flow? Okay. Virgo. I don't know why I want Virgo to come before, after Libra. It's always those two that like mess me up a little bit in terms of order. Oh, the baby's awake. Hi, little baby. I'm gonna be right back.